Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. Today we're going to continue in our series of Don't Do This, and this is number 11. I forgot to put the number up there. So let's look at this first picture. I see this a lot of time, not so much in professional studios, although sometimes. I saw a professional studio the other day with skulls sitting everywhere. Okay, so that's good. But look at all this bric-a-brac, I call it. For lack of a better word, it's a pretty cool word if it even is one. Everywhere, little ornaments, little figurines and all that. All of these produce reflections, spurious reflections. The whole 50% of acoustics in small rooms is reflection management. And the first rule is do no harm. So we have to be very careful introducing a lot of objects in the room that are going to cause a bunch of reflections. And to have them this close to the speaker, as you can see in the photo, not good. I'm encouraged that some lower frequency management was put behind the speakers, but I don't think it was done on both channels equally. So you got to do it on both sides if you're going to do it, okay? In this next one, we can see that the left channel window is an issue. We don't have the same thing on the right channel. I always tell people if you're going to make a mistake, make it to both the left and the right channels. In this case, that's not the case. So we have a left channel window, and then we have this very high equipment rack. Got to remember, keep things out of the sound field. This is the middle range driver of your speaker. This area here, you can't have an equipment rack interfering in that sound field, okay? So we don't want that. Now, in this photo, you can see that we have a speaker, and then right next to the speaker, not even right next to it, in front of it and off to one side, we have a bookshelf. Well, what is a bookshelf? It's a speaker. The energy from the real speaker is going to go in between the shelves of the bookshelf and start resonating, and then you're going to get this tunnel effect, this sound tunnel effect. So you don't want a bookshelf that close to speakers, okay? Then we've got the window behind them, which is another issue. So you have to be really, really careful here. Sound takes on the characteristics of the surfaces that it strikes. If it strikes glass, you get glass sound. If it strikes bookshelf, you get bookshelf sound. So you want to be really, really careful. Remember, our goal is to hear everything that the speaker produces, not everything that the speaker produces mixed in with the room, because the room will overwhelm the speaker. There's no problem there at all. The room is way more powerful than your speaker, okay? I don't care what kind of energy you want to put into it, what kind of wattage, what kind of size. You'll get quantity, but you'll never get quality. And isn't it about quality? Hopefully it is, Quantity, you can go anywhere and have loud sounds. But in critical listening environments, mixed rooms, home theater, two-channel listening rooms, we want to hear everything. We don't want to be smothered and overwhelmed by anything. We want a good balance. So in this one here, number 4, you can look at the setup symmetry. We have some speakers really close to the wall, the left channel really close to the wall, then we have the right channel, nothing, and then we have a console next to the right channel, and we have a lot of equipment racks, and then you can see in number 5, another picture of the same setup. It's just not balanced, and you gotta be balanced, and it's way too close to the wall. Pull things away from the wall. Remember, there's an actual term of physics that measures and denotes that distortion when the speaker is next to a room boundary surface. It's distortion. You don't have to understand it. You do have to understand that it's distortion, okay? So here's some ideas, no clutter in the room. Make sure you got some balance between the left and right sidewalls. Watch your setup. Keep everything away from your speakers, including the walls, okay? And then watch how you set up with your equipment racks and stuff like that. Hope this helps. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.